Turtles and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel, or as between pages, Rosie here. Welcome to a weekly reading vlog with a challenge. The challenge is, my most used app controls how much I read. So, basically how we're going to do this is 1 minute equals 1 page. On Tuesday, I was on YouTube for 4 hours and 27 minutes, 267 pages today. I've already read 7 pages, so I need to read another 260 pages. Which means I have to get to page 351. Meaning, I have to read this entire chunk today. I do it where I put a bookmark every 66 pages so that when I see the bookmark getting closer, I can go and reward myself with something, like a snack or something. So, let's talk about the plans for this week. I have no plans today apart from going to the shop to go get milk and a packet for the chili that I'm going to be making tonight. Wednesday, my nieces are coming around, but I'll probably get a lot more reading done because they like to read with me. Thursday, nothing planned. Friday, I have nothing planned until 7 p.m, but I have to set off after we've fed the animals and done the evening routine with the animals. Saturday and Sunday and Monday I have nothing planned. So majority of this week I am free. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna put every 66 pages a bookmark. 66 is about roughly quarter of 260 pages roughly. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll check in with you a little bit later. Hello. So one thing I did yesterday was I finished my 24-hour readathon for Booktok. You'll see that in the shorts on my channel. I failed yesterday's challenge.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
So I was supposed to read 267, but I did read 98 out of 267. So the 169 pages that I still have left to read, I'm just going to add on to today, which isn't too bad. Today's not too bad. The most that I spent on Wednesday last week was 1 hour and 17 minutes, which was Snapchat. Now, that means I only have to read 77 pages. So that's doable. That chunk there, that's doable to me. So if I get this done today, brilliant. It's okay if I go over because I do still have 169 pages from yesterday to read. Basically, if I end up reading 169 pages plus the 77, I would have finished this and I would have read 42 pages of volume 2 of Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. So we shall see how I do today. Hopefully I can get this done, this challenge. So I just have to get to page 259 today. If I get further, brilliant. I've successfully done the challenge. Hello, so we are on day 3 of my most used app. Controls how much I read in a day. And first let's talk about day 2. Day 2 was very successful. I did read 77 pages and I got to page 259. So very successful with that. I am really enjoying this so far. Basically, I was nearly crying at this yesterday. A bomb had hit really close to where Peggy was, and that's all I can say without spoiling things because I don't know where Raven is on this. I don't think he's as far as me. I'm really enjoying it. It's just making me want to read more books surrounding women during the war. So, today's challenge, day 3's number is last Thursday I was on YouTube. I can only blame this on the 24-hour readathon that I was doing for my Booktok, which you've probably seen in the shorts by now on my channel. It is a little bit annoying because I was on YouTube for 6 hours and 21 minutes. Meaning I have to read 381 pages today. I have just put bookmark at every quarter, which is 95 pages basically. So that means I have to finish this today and I have to get to page 477 of this today. I still have an additional 169 pages to read from the first day. Luckily I'm going live today so I can get a chunk of reading done, but still that is insane that I have to read over 400 pages. But if I want to complete day one's challenge, that is just insane, honestly, it's insane. But we're gonna try and be ambitious, and we're gonna persevere, we're gonna be positive, and we're gonna get through this together. But yeah, I'm live at like 9:30 today in the morning, and we're just on 9:05. So wish me luck. So yesterday was a complete flop. I failed. I knew I was gonna fail, but I failed miserably. Like, I didn't even read 100 pages yesterday. I read 42. 42. Mind you, a period did start yesterday, and it was messing with my concentration. I'm on page 300 now. This book is 386 pages. So, today's challenge. I'm not sure what day we're on.
It's Friday, it's Friday.
We're on day 4. Okay, so day 4 challenge is 93 pages because I was on Snapchat for an hour and 33 minutes. But I was out, so I knew that today wouldn't be too much, but I should be able to get 93 pages down. That means finishing this today and going back to Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which is nice. That's my plan. If I read more, brilliant. I'm just going to be reading all day, and then, well, reading all day until about 3 o'clock in the evening. And then I'm going to be doing my makeup, and then also feeding the animals and taking them out. We're having dinner at my auntie's. That is the plan. Read until 3 p.m, so I've got 6 hours of reading time. And then obviously makeup. I don't know what sort of look I'm going to do today. I don't know if it's going to be very subtle or if it's going to be like very bold. I don't know. But we shall see. Hello, so I'm almost halfway through the challenge for today. So I've read 42 pages so far. Well, 41 pages so far today. So doing good. I'm 4 pages away from half of 93. I'm gonna be getting ready soon. Get my makeup on. I'm gonna try and finish this before we leave tonight. Yeah, that's the plan. Hello. So the party was good. A couple of my relatives actually bought me and Josh a drink each. So I did not, however, be successful with the challenge yesterday. But I did get to page 347. So I read 47 pages yesterday. I've just told Raven, my editor, that I am going to expand this one so that I can successfully complete the challenges of this week. So today's challenge is, I spent an hour and 27 minutes on Messenger. I was out with Raven last Saturday, so I knew that today wouldn't be too big. I do have a little bit of a headache today, but I think that's because I forgot to take a drink before I went to bed last night. So I have 87 pages to read today, which means finishing this and getting to page 270 in this. So I gotta go get ready and start this challenge today.
3 hours.
So update on the challenge of today. I am on chapter 28, which is actually the last chapter of A Girl's Guide to Winning a War. But I have 7 pages left, so I'm going to read those 7 pages and then start reading Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I would give this 4 stars. I do quite like it. I've quite enjoyed it. I've gone through the feels with it. Nearly cried a couple of times because of this, but I do quite like it. I've also been watching Yellowstone. I did watch season 3. So I've finished season 3. I'm on the last season now, which is on Netflix, season 4. But season 5 isn't on Netflix yet, so I'm gonna have to wait until season 5 is on Netflix. But I might watch something else. I don't know what I'm gonna watch, but I don't really want to watch YouTube today. So that is the plan. Try and finish season 4 of Yellowstone. Finish this and get to 270 of Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. If I read more, then I can deduct that from the overall thing. I have 553 pages to read from the last few days that I have failed. So that is what I have to do. I am on volume 2 of this, which is Jonathan Strange. all about Jonathan Strange. I'm looking forward to actually getting to read about Jonathan Strange. And just for this challenge, I think I'm just going to focus on Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. And then if I end up finishing Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell in this challenge, then I will focus on something else, like zoom onto one book at a time.
Let's start this challenge today.
So, day 5 was very successful. I did finish A Girl's Guide to Winning the War yesterday, and I did get to page 273. So I read 3 pages over the amount I was supposed to read, which is brilliant. However, today is not as easy. So I was on YouTube for 4 hours and 36 minutes on Sunday last week, which means I have to read 276 pages today. Now, seeing as I'm extending this, it's okay if I don't successfully do this challenge, but I want to try and get some of this challenge done. So that means I need to get to page 549, which means I have to finish volume 2 today of this. So I need to finish volume 2, which is Jonathan Strange, and then I need to get to volume 3, which is called John Glass, and I need to read a few pages of volume 3 today. So we'll see how well I do. Like I say, it's okay if I don't end up getting it done, because I'm gonna extend this vlog anyways. So yesterday was very productive. I successfully did my challenge, so tick for that. I finished my 72-hour readathon vlog, and I also finished From the Stacks episode 1, but I read 7 books in that readathon. Like, what on earth? 7 books in 3 days worth of hours? That's insane. That's honestly insane. I'm gonna go and start reading for today. Finish Yellowstone season 4 today. Hi, so day 6 was a failure. I only read 50 pages. So today, I have to read 163 pages. I can't remember how long I was on Snapchat for. 2 hours and something, I think 40-ish minutes or something. Anyways, I have to get to page 486 today. So that's chapter 41. I've still got 777 pages to read to complete all of the challenges in this vlog. I am going to continue this until I read all 777 pages, and then we'll go from there really. Hello, so I've decided that I'm actually going to end this vlog on the last day of the challenge week. I failed very badly at this. But I did finish a book in this vlog, and I got a bit more into this. So I did get to page 344 yesterday, and I still have 919 pages left to read of this challenge. I think I'm going to do that over the next weekly reading vlog, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below what your most used app is. Mine obviously is either Snapchat or YouTube. It just is what it is. It is what it is. I'll see you in the next video. Stay luscious, guys. Bye.